Happy Monday, everyone. So, I'm gonna be honest. It really felt like, because here's the thing, I don't remember every pick I made until I relook it up again. But there were a lot of picks I definitely did make yesterday. And it felt as if I got more wrong than right. I'm actually kind of afraid to look at what I wound up getting wrong and right again. Because a week ago, I wound up being 7-8-1 for week 1. And I don't know what I'm going into right now. So, the fact I got quite a few picks wrong, that's my low. My high is every other great thing that happened, though. I mean, no kidding. Yesterday morning, I got up really early because I felt like doing that. And I'm playing with my nephews, having a great morning. And we noticed a heron out on our dock, or by our dock, near the water, or crane, if you will. And I managed to get a few really good shots of the heron. You can look it up on my social media. Like, I got like 2 pictures of it like staying where it is. I got one of it just taking off. And then I got 2 more of it like sort of flying away. But if you've never seen a crane, or they're really blue herons, like, I would say, I'm trying to give you an approximation how far away from the heron I was. I would say from, unfortunately, my apartment isn't what you consider massive, so a good maybe 20 feet away before it started flying away. But I still got some really good shots, and it was really good. And I got to play with my nephews all day. Actually, I started my video a lot later than I would have liked to, just simply because, I had to play with my nephews. Blowing up balloons, listening to some music, all sorts of crazy stuff. Which, funny story, literally at the end of yesterday's video, the balloon that because one of my nephews' favorite color is pink, and if you remember in yesterday's video, I was blowing up a pink balloon. And my little nephew was straight up almost crying over the fact that I had the balloon for as long as I did. I'm like, that's okay, here you go, here's your balloon back. There we go. So, yeah. By the way, I actually wound up, because remember, I somehow made like the most poor excuse of a knot ever, and somehow kept the balloon in place. All I had to do was just move it a little bit, and then the air went out of it. So, yeah, again, I'll be honest, I suck when it comes to tying knots and balloons. I can tie my shoes. I know how to tie a knot. I just have never been able to do it for a balloon. Something about like rubber being like incredibly thin and sort of hard to work with for me. Not to mention I have gigantic man hands, which doesn't really bode well. And of course my act of kindness was, I spent the entire day, helping my mom and dad taking care of my nephews. As well as I take care of some other stuff too. I actually brought like a boatload of stuff from my apartment to Cuca Lake at the beginning of the summer, and I felt it was time to bring quite a lot of it back. And we're going to go up to the lake next week, and then I think the week after. We're actually going to try keeping it open until around mid-October this year, because we have a very important family event that I will get into a little later. Not later than this video. I mean, like later, a couple weeks from now. So look forward to that. And yeah, that's although I should probably, it's the sort of thing where, I'm not gonna give it away just yet. But it really is a special sort of thing that's going on. In fact, I dare say I'll never see anything like this ever again in my lifetime. I'll just leave it at that. So, with that said, how about I make my NFL picks? One moment, please. Because I have NFL picks to make today, too. But I have to see what I got right and what I got wrong. Let me just quickly look it up real fast. Hold on. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay, so going into Sunday, I was 1-0 because I got the game with the Chiefs winning correct. So I was right about the Patriots, okay? And this is when I started getting a bunch of them wrong. Because I was wrong about the Giants winning. Barely. Seriously, like, if you're a Giants fan, I would probably recommend you go play the lottery. Because that's like, the fact you're already 2-0 is already lucky as it is. But you won in ways that were like, you might as well have used up all the luck you'll have for the rest of your life. Okay. I can't believe I got this one wrong, too. The Jets won. The Jets. Insert quote from Big Daddy here. Sadly, unfortunately, I have seen that movie. And it's not very good. But hey, if you want to see a young Dylan or Cole Sprouse, hey, there you go. Watch Big Daddy. Or if you're an Adam Sandler fan, I guess you can watch Big Daddy as well. Okay, I'm just saying right now. I said this many times before, I'll say it again. The Jets are terrible. If your team at any point loses to the Jets, you don't deserve to make it to the playoffs. And honestly, the fact that the Jets won, the Browns beat the Panthers on a fluke last week, and I think it showed now. They probably rest on their laurels thinking they were going to beat the Jets, and hey, the Jets wound up winning. Okay, this is another one that I was really upset I got wrong. And this is why I hate picking the Colts, because every time I pick the Colts to win, they lose. And every time I pick the Colts to lose, they win. Seriously, this was like a free lunch for the Colts. And the Jaguars completely blew them out 24-0. So right now, I am 2-3. Oh, make that 4-3 because I got the Dolphins won too. So 2-4, 2-4. Okay. Then I got the Buccaneers right. So 3-4. Lions won 3-5. 49ers 4-5. Rams 5-5. Cardinals 5-6. The Broncos 6-6. The Cowboys, I didn't pick the Cowboys to win, so 6-7. And finally, the Packers winning, so 7-7. Once again, I have a 500 record. Thank goodness there weren't any ties, because holy cow. So I've got 2 more games tonight, one at 7:15 and then one at 8:30, which is the Titans and the Bills and the Vikings and the Eagles. Now, both of these are very interesting games in their own right, but I literally just made a video on the 10 things that the Buffalo Bills have to do if they want to win the Super Bowl this year. I literally stated in that video, I was all in for the Bills. And I'm not about to change my mind on that. So, of course I'm going to pick the Buffalo Bills to win tonight. Why wouldn't I? And then we have the Vikings and the Eagles. Yeah, it's bad enough that the Giants are now one game ahead of the Cowboys. I mean, listen, I have no aspirations about my Cowboys going to the playoffs. I really don't. I'm actually and here's the thing, the Cowboys are playing great against the Bengals, but we wound up winning that game like being too close for comfort. We literally the Cowboys should have won that game going away, the way the Bengals were playing. And I picked the Bengals to win too. So, as I was saying, it's bad enough that the Giants of all teams are now one game ahead of the Cowboys. If the Eagles are ahead, then I don't even want to think about it. So, of course, I'm picking the Vikings over the Eagles. So, SKOL Vikings. And let's go Buffalo. Those are the Buffalo Bills and the Vikings. Those are my picks today. And, now that I think about this, I'm done putting this down. I'll just set up the story for now. In a way, it's actually kind of funny that tonight both the Bills and the Vikings are playing in two different games. Because, and I know I put this, because if you've been watching me for a long enough time, you know that I always come up with the top 11 Super Bowl matchups that I want to see. I know at least one time I've had the Vikings and the Bills in the Super Bowl before. And the reason for that is both the Vikings and the Bills are the only team, or they're two of the only teams that have never won a Super Bowl. But more importantly, they both went to the Super Bowl 4 times. The Bills went 4 years in a row. The Vikings, I think they went 4 times in the span of a decade, I think. Something along those lines. My point is, both teams went to the Super Bowl 4 times, and they lost 4 times. So you can only imagine the pressure both teams would feel if they both made it to the Super Bowl now. Because one of those teams would finally get that long-awaited Super Bowl win, whereas the other would keep that streak alive. I mean, the way that the Vikings are playing right now, it's definitely possible. I mean, I still would say that the Rams are a better team than the Vikings as of right now. But my AFC pick is still going to be the Bills. I think, because for the last couple of years, the Bills have had the Titans number, and I really think it's going to show here. Because I think they're at Buffalo, which is great. This is Highmark Stadium's opener. This is the game that is going to be jam-packed full of Bills fans. And that's a game in which, I'll be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to go to a football game unless doing this makes me famous, because I'm letting you know right now, just for a remotely good seat is $500 to get inside a football game. And not to mention, there's a whole bunch of other stuff you'd want to do there. If you want to buy merch or get food. Oh, food is super expensive at any sporting events. The two things I really wouldn't buy food from. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I would buy some food items from some. But I was gonna say movie theaters and like sporting events have like the most expensive, like average food, like there. You know what I mean? Like seriously, especially for like movie theaters. You get like a candy bar. It's like $5 for a candy bar at the movie theater. When I could buy like 3 of them for $5. Or yeah, like for the amount it takes to buy one candy bar at the movie theater, I could buy 3 different candy bars, one of which was including the one I was gonna get at the movie theater for that same amount. That's how crazy expensive movie theaters are, by the way. But yeah, I went from 1-0 to 7-7. This is a bit of an off year for me so far when it comes to making NFL picks. I mean, come on Bills and come on Vikings. You know, I'd rather not go 8-8, but I'll take 8-8 over 7-9. Okay. So, SKOL Vikings, and let's go Buffalo. I hope y'all liked this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would do my YouTube channel greatly. Follow me on social media. As always, I am very humble I made this video for all of you guys watching and enjoy for today. I'm hoping you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk, channel is here to lend. Always have your back. Take care, and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.